is completely nonsensical. So I knew that. On the other hand, I knew that making the player go to, I think it's 8 or 9 different caravaneers would be repetitive, and also for me, I would have to repeat the dialogue and track the progress, and because it's something they can do in any order, I couldn't use the journal index the same way. It was simpler that way for me to do, but I also had in mind the fact that it would be less repetitive for the players. Even though the right thing to do is to make the player go to each and every one caravana in the game and poison them separately with their own sweet roll. And then there's always, like, there might be, you know, people commented on your mod saying that it was too repetitive. There might have been somebody who commented on that one and say, oh, but that doesn't make sense. So be it. And you used the shop last time to trap a family in the palace of Rock Park. How are you going to trap anyone this time? I'm sure Dren Plantation has windows. Ah, yes, well, it's not about that. It's about sending a message. Plus, the slave could get equipment from the shop. I am sure Sylvester arms them. I'll start a riot. A lovely curse for old time's sake. In order to do this, you must bring a scroll of psychic prison to the top of Dren Villa. I believe the cockroaches sow one in the Imperial Chapel of Ebonheart. Free the slave, or free Rock Park Palace. We'll do that. Let's go to Ebonheart. Do I, by any chance, know how to teleport to Ebonheart? No, but if I could teleport to Vivek. And now I don't have enough magicka. We do not use the Silk Striders. We do not. Then I'll recall to Balmora. And then go to Vivek. And then run... Oh. I'm too tired. Too tired to recall. Well... in that case, there's only one thing we can do. Ah, no. No, there isn't. And I put this guy here. Well, gal. Yes. Part of the reason why I added that little dock to Saran is because I wanted ship transportation. Someone ends up with the eggs, that's what. That's what indeed. Ah, of course, that's how. That makes sense. That makes sense. And some bugs carry the eggs on their backs, don't they? And then they go plop, 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 plop. Are we gonna have tons of mini insect Julian hybrids popping all around Vardenfell? Alright, we're going to the chapel, and I'm really hoping that... Oh! Oh no, this is the Hawkmoth Tower. I was so sure that there was a shop to buy armor for Mousy. I thought it was here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Nah, no, it's here. Gem, Animal Outfitter. Julian will have the greatest clan on Vardenfell. Indeed. Look at that. Ooh. Nah. Jen, I'd like to talk to you. Okay. Yes, I want armor for my war Kaguti. Tell me about the Mournhold. It's pretty. Inspired by the capital's nickname, City of Magic, the Mournhold Tribunal set of Kaguti armor is enchanted to give the creature enhanced magical reflection, as well as the ability to cast shock spells on its own. Are you interested in purchasing this armor for 800 septims? It's fairly cheap, not right now. Tell me about the Daedric armor. With the heavy Daedric Vardenfell armor, your Kaguti will be able to take a beating. And the arcane nature of the armor also grants the creature passive health regeneration. No, yeah. To recover quickly from wounds. Are you in? It's 800 as well. Now, health regen is pretty nice. Not because Mousy could die. Mousy's got tons of health. But it also takes forever to heal. Let's see what else you have. The soul time. Strengthen the attack. Oh! But Ashlander sounds more like a thing I would want. Ashlander armor is the standard local style of armor plate made from resin-enforced insect shell. Its lightness allows a typical Kaguti to carry twice the weight it can when wearing heavier armor. You already have a set, but do you need another? No, I don't, thank you. Well, I guess we're using the Solstheim set. That I will give to Mousy just as soon as I call her back. Have you played the Gwar quest in Old Ebonheart? Could go with this mod. Have I played the Gwar? I've done a bunch of quests in Old Ebonheart. Oh, yes. The one where the mind of an Imperial was kind of switched with the Gwar. Is that the one? And yeah. If that's the one you're thinking of, that's the one. Yes, I did play it. And what are you... Lost in Ebonheart, that's the first. Typically, you know, people get lost in Apelles. You've had some major style. I have been attacked, yes. I'd like to go to the mainland. Good. It's good to know I have access to it. Let's go to the chapel. It was quite a funny quest, to be honest. Though I think I had to kill the Gwar, so that sucks. The Gwar was innocent.
A lot more than any one god probably should. They're just so damn cute.
They really are, Ayas. I'm with you there.
Okay.
Hello, Kay. Do you sell scrolls? You do not. You have a whole bunch of Imperial cult related things that I have no interest in. Frick. You only do potions and ingredients. Not interested. Samosia. You train in hand-to-hand, sneak, and acrobatics. Would you like to train Julian in sneak? You're welcome, Julian. Soleus. Yes. Psychic Prism is what we want. Tia will make their own Mournhold. I hope they will still allow access to this one. I hope so as well. On a lesser scale, I must say that I am not happy when an overhaul of a dungeon, for example, or an interior cell completely changes the layout. Or even worse, to my mind, shifts or builds their new cell next to the old one and completely abandon the new one. I understand that then it gives you more freedom to create something unique and new and special and all that. but de facto you make your mod incompatible with any mod that does anything in the cell. Put an NPC to start a quest, put a book to read as part of a quest, put anything, and it's not compatible anymore. So I really don't like that when modders do that, when they just shift, move, delete, or not use at all the vanilla cell. What I prefer is to build around it so the vanilla cell is preserved. So whatever mod adds something to it, it's still there. And then you expand on that and you make it, you know, yours. That's my 2 cents. 3 cents maybe. I have the Psychic Prison scroll. And now we just need to go to the Dren Plantation.
Do you think they call it horny because phallic shapes are sort of like actual animal horns?
Yes. That feels like a perfectly valid explanation. So to answer to your question, Skink, I hope they will build around, improve Mournhold. Because replacing it completely, okay. Mournhold, losing Mournhold as it is not a great loss. And I am sure that whatever Mournhold the TR team builds is going to be superior to the Mournhold that we have. But that's hundreds and hundreds of mods that would be rendered, that's not where I want to go, incompatible or broken because of that. And that sucks. Maybe the modders are still active and they will make a TR version. Fine. Though, speaking very personally, I might be... Yes, that should be faster. I might be one of the few people who are not super excited when they see an update for Tamriel, because that means I'm gonna have to update 24 mods. Some of them are really quite large, and a lot of my mods are that. I'm not explaining very well, am I? I absolutely love when mods interact together. For example, Wares is made in such a way that it will interact with a lot of different mods. So when I have to update Wares, it is quite a headache because so many things are connected to it. So when there's a new TR or TD going on, I know I'm gonna spend hours just updating mods, and updating mods is just not fun. Making new mods, that's exciting. Updating old mods, meh. Which reminds me, I still have to update a bunch of mods. Now that should be Dren Plantation. Oh, there you are, Julian. Can you keep up? Are you... No, okay. I thought you might be stuck. They have the outside of Mournhold built, and they're really insisting on forcing the inside. I hope not. I really hope not. Not to mention that they could make the vanilla Mournhold like the town center, and then have the suburb around it that will have housing, shops, that sort of things. You cannot, because Mournhold from Tribunal, you have one inn, one smith, one trader. For a capital city, it makes no sense. Balmora has more shops per inhabitant than Mournhold, that is a capital. So Mournhold in itself, vanilla, it sucks, I agree. Though we do have mods that make it considerably better. And I don't want to lose those mods. So if they made it in such a way that they preserve Mournhold as the town center and then build all around it, brilliant. Like, they didn't really have too many of the interiors or NPC in it when they saw it, but pretty much they had a door to come into the normal Mournhold and go out to the exterior from the plaza. I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fair. again, why negate, cancel, and make obsolete hundreds of mods? Also, I really think that there's enough to build and to create with the mainland. What? What is it, Julian? What are you attacking? A bug? A bat? A bat. Will you... I'll let you work on that, okay? Like, there's so many things to do to complete Tamriel Rebuilt. Why rebuild from scratch something that already exists, that is far from perfect? I grant you that. But has already been upgraded by many different modders. So, yeah. I hope they don't overwrite Mournhold. Alright. That would be the tallest. The tallest point. Now, Ius, did you tell me to cast a scroll, cast a spell? Bring a scroll of psychic prison to the top of the Dran Villa in the Dran Plantation. Step 1. I am in the Dran Plantation. Step 2. I'm gonna try to just place it. Hard to tell. This is part of the regular. Yes. That doesn't seem to do the trick. I'm gonna try to cast it. Why doesn't it appear in my list of magic items? There it is. Okay. Which doesn't seem to do a thing. Is this the... Ah! No. This is not the villa. Wrong place. Okay. Pretty sure the Almalexia from the alpha has been reworked several times already. The old trailer is irrelevant. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the mod has been in the works for 23 years. I hope they keep the Mournhold that we have. And not love, but we have and we know. Alright, equipping my little belt of levitation. That belt has been so incredibly useful. Ius channels a bolt of lightning and the unearthed equipment shop appears soon after. There it is. I'm still levitating. So obviously this is only funny if you've played the previous Elder Scrolls games. Or if you know the lore behind Ius. As part of the quest, you get the book. I don't have it here, but it tells the legend of Ius.
Nothing beats the classics, am I right?
Nothing beats the classics. And you have the actual music from the shop. I did have fun coming up with these weapons. Stick of Death. Hello, Sylvester. Greetings, Midnabi. I am Sylvester, provider of fortune. You won't find better gear in Black Marsh than what we offer here at Rockpop. Step right in. Which is, again, exactly the dialogue that you would have had in the think arena, you mean Morrowind and Ren Plantation, right? What on earth is going on? Blast Ayers, he moved my shop again? Did you have anything to do with this? Me? No. Who's Ayers? Sounds like the name of a madman, or I guess I am his champion. Truth or safety? I guess I am his champion. I don't know what to make of that. If you really do work for Ayers, then maybe you can convince him to stop moving my shop around. We'll think about that. What do you have? You have things. But none that really interest me. Do I have things to sell? That. I won't even barter with you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. So, this amazing piece of interior is my work. And it was quite fun blending the Imperial with the common style. And for the shop, I really tried to follow what the actual shop looked like in Arena. So that's what we get. I hope they make their own and leave Tribunal as a bizarre world on its own. We'll see. I don't think that what I hope or what you hope is going to really matter in the final decision. Just recently created my permanent levitate ring in my current playthrough. Unfortunately, I had Mercantile sort of locked away, so I had to pay the higher end, roughly 92k. Ouch! Kind of like I consider Oblivion after Project Tamriel Anvil. Yeah. Alright, Ayers. What? You're not talking to me, Ayers? Even though I equipped your weapon? Yeah, it might mean we have to go all the way back to Dagenfell to talk to Ayers directly from the shrine. That will show them. Right, the Ayers quest is mostly done. How do I go to Dagenfell promptly? I teleport to Tel Mora, and from Tel Mora I get a boat to Dagenfell. That feels right. Assuming we successfully cast a spell. Go. Too bad. Plan B is we run around until I have enough magicka to try again. 50 magicka, that's a lot though. Plan C is... Oh, speaking of Tel Mora, I still have to talk to the Telvanni councillors, so they will name me... Ah, lovely. Lovely, lovely. So they will name me Portator of Great House Telvanni. So going to Tel Mora is really what I want to do. It's really, 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 really what I want to do. Do I happen to have a restore health, but not a restore magicka? That is unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Let's call Mousy. Hello, Mousy. I have a lovely Soulstime armor for you. Yep, stylish. And apparently the Ashlander one is the one she comes with. Yeah, it's here. I think I'm going to make you carry your spare armor, if you don't mind, Mousy. Oh, it's actually light. Oh, I had more stuff in here. And looking at it, more stuff that... And in here I have stuff I want to sell. Soon I will have to take the time to go through the inventory, what we want to sell, what we want to keep. For now, I need to get to a Telvanni place. The boat in Vivek might take me to Tel Branora. For sure we'll have to talk to Therana. She is one of the Telvanni counselors. Let's see. Let's grab a boat. See where we can go from Vivek. I think Tel Branora is there. Sadrithmora will be there as well. In the end, I'll probably put TRPT on a second install and put other landmasses mod on the fourth. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Up. Let's levitate. It sounds like a good idea. Of course, you could, if you look at Abbott's Let's Plays, he does have TR and a whole bunch of landmasses. But he's also patched them, moved them to other places to make room for Tamriel rebuilt. So having a second install sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Maybe I don't need to levitate anymore at this point. You have what? A different Kaguti. Well, different Kaguti, you stand no chance of surviving this. Oh crap, I'm going the wrong way. That's not Vivek. That's where I was confused. Abbott is insane. Comparing him to the average modder user is lunacy. I agree. I think I am reasonably competent when it comes to installing mods and making large mod list work. It's not perfect, obviously. I would not attempt the level of mods that Abbott has. Because at this point, my computer is already, like, I can't do more. He is in his own category as a mod creator and as a mod user. You just cannot compare. I am chilly, but don't be chilly. I know why I got confused. I think I thought I was the Vivek Siltstrider port. But clearly it wasn't. Yes, Latte?
He said it.
What did he say? It wasn't very clear, honestly.
You want him to repeat?
Yes. Seriously, where is Vivek? No, we don't have time for bats. Like on my map, it looks like it's right there. About Waterlife is fun with anvils, suddenly mysterious underwater palaces conflicting with the seafloor. I've never seen the underwater palace. Never have. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I don't spend enough time in the water. Oh, you found a floof. Hello, Flo. You just need a bit of attention. Nobody to tell you how gorgeous
Too
you
much
are.
attention.
No, you cannot have my coffee.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it.
Whenever I take it.
Ah, I see what you're suggesting, Sue. You're saying since I tend to kill my characters before they reach level 5, I could not expect to see that underwater palace. And yep, you're right. That's what's happening. Okay, here we are in Vivek. Julian is probably fighting a bat. Honestly, between Julian, Mousy, and Avni, okay. The port now is not next to the Thorin Quarter, it's all the way towards the temple. This is the arena. You made a level 30, 100 statman to test anvil, so you had it appear several times. Yep. I can imagine a seafloor covered with underwater palaces. Now, are they purely cosmetic, or you can actually enter and explore them? Here we have the Telvanni. Oh, hang on, Telvanni. Maybe there is a counselor here. And if that's the case, I should talk to them right now. There is a Telvanni tower here. Oh, and also... No, I did. I did the... Yes, of course I did. The Morrowind grids. I had a few around here, but I took care of that. You can enter, kill a dragon, find loot, unless it spawns in a cliff. I see. It certainly is better than nothing.
I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
Right now, I just need to find your boss. And I'm really hoping that your boss is not the person the Morrowind had me kill. That'd be awkward. That'd be very awkward. Hello. I'm looking for someone in particular. Maven Drenim is probably the one I want to talk to.
I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Did I kill him? He couldn't be a counselor, right? Because I would get the thing about the thread of prophecy being broken, blah, 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 blah. Did I? Did I?
You cannot check in the game if it has already been broken?
No, I don't think you
Welcome,
can.
friend.
I'm also very poor now. Dude, Masu, hello. No, I have not. We were discussing it earlier. I have not played it. I do not have the game, in fact.
Not now, Outlander.
Ooh, too many ordinators. Are you thinking of the Redoran where I had to fight the current master of House Redoran to be named Hortator of House Redoran? For House Telvanni, I've been told to talk to Therana, but I guess after that I still have to go and talk to all of the other councillors. We old schoolers prefer regular Oblivion, and nobody more than Skink Warrior.
Be quick about this, or find someone.
I haven't. Have you? Because nobody here
wise old
has...
fox once told me, a humble man never claims that they are humble.
Profound. We were discussing it earlier, but none of us have played it, so it wasn't very, very in-depth, as you can imagine. We all 3 voice actors, yes.
Welcome, friend.
Alondra, you have been playing it, and what are your thoughts? It is not your cup of tea. Is it not your cup of tea? Like, had you played Oblivion before, and Oblivion was not your cup of tea already? Or you hadn't played Oblivion, and so you tried this one for the first time? And we're still salty 19 years later. Yes, the forest. That was one of the first questions, right? Have they fixed the level spawn and the level list? Have they put the forest where it's supposed to be according to the lore? And for me, my question is, have they added different planes of Oblivion so you're not bored to death closing those gates, because there's 6 of them, maybe 5, 6, 7, and that's it. You go through the gate and you go, okay, I know this map, I'll go there. It's boring. You don't like the new voices, so it would be better with the 3 older voices. They had to jump on the Lord of the Rings bandwagon. That could be it. Yes, I've played Oblivion a bit, and that was also not my cup of tea. Is Morrowind your cup of tea? To play. Old ones are perfect. Don't change a winning recipe, I guess. So let's carry on. Grab a boat and go to tell Branora. Speak with Therana. She'll tell me what I need to do. To be named Hortator of House Telvanni. It's an interesting question because I've never played Morrowind. Usually just watch me play it. Okay, now that's interesting. From what you've seen here, and maybe on other channels, and what you've done with Oblivion, remaster or not, what makes the game difference? Because in terms of gameplay and mechanics, it's roughly the same. Oblivion and Oblivion Remaster is going to be smoother, with the combat in particular. So what makes one okay to watch and the other one not okay to play? This is very deep stuff. And I went the wrong way. I shouldn't have jumped down. Or shouldn't I? We don't have a single... No. No captain willing to take us anywhere. Varial, you say, I greatly prefer the changes they made to the mechanics for leveling your character. They did not change the enemy scaling with levels, however. That's what was I told. Quite a few people say, you know what, the way you level, definitely better. And I'm glad for that. I made the mistake of waiting to do Kvatch until level 17, thinking they would have changed that. Big mistake. Oh, so what? Did you have Dremora Lords everywhere? I think Morrowind's world is a bit more interesting to me. The environment looks alien-like. That's what a lot of people say, yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. Oblivion feels like a template fence. No, that makes perfect sense. That's what a lot of people actually say. Yes, Tel Branora. Let's go. However, I'm gonna have to do some shopping, more specifically some selling in Tel Branora, because I won't have enough money to take a boat to leave this dump. You know what I mean. Tel Branora. Looking very pretty. My Tel Branora has, I think it's a mixture of 3 mods. We have Lucifer's, who's updated Traiana's camp. Then there's Calinter's, Tel Branora, and there's a third one in the mix. I think I switched to random pals. I'm going straight to see Terana. Spider Daedra. Oh shit. Paralyzing the handful of guards to death when trying to clear the city. They left me alone trying to fight. Ay. Nasty. Oblivion feels like a theme park where every faction is its own ride with no connection to anything. It doesn't feel real like Morrowind. It's Marcon, tethered. Why do I think Calinter? Because I had a merge of the two and a patch to make them work together. But you're right, especially with the ropes. This is Marcon's. I think there's some Calinter in there as well. But then what did Random Pal do? It's very possible that Random Pal merged a couple of Tel Branora mods. That's typically how he works.
In the words of the humble ox, moo.
Oh, okay.
Conscience makes cowards of us all.
Hang on, I have found a couple of eggs. Where's the other egg that I found? I found a red one, I think. Also, this is update. I think that's added by Random Pals. No, Domain of the Mad Mistress. That's Calinter. There's a mod for voice actings. Yes, there are several. What you just heard now is part of Ius, so it's one quest mod, and the Drunken Mudcrab scripted it so that so long as you carry Ius's weapon that I have, randomly when you enter places, he gives you commands, and that was one of them. However, we do have full-out modded voice mod added voices. Let's go with that. The biggest one would be Voices of Vardenfell. That voices most of the base game. I have seen that Tamriel Rebuilt is now fully voiced as well. That's if you want all the voices everywhere. I don't use it. For me, it's just annoying. What I do have is some of the greetings, specifically, mostly, but not only, greetings for quests. These are voiced. So...
No voice, Terana.
Have I installed... Once upon a time, before the advent of AI, I voiced Terana. I don't think that I've installed it, because I didn't think I would do much with House Delvani, but I could be wrong. I was looking for my crystal egg. Maybe that's the one I found. Anyhow. Yep. No, that's to go outside. So where do I find...
Go ahead.
Serana? Not in the lower... Oh, that way. Eesh. That way. And now I can levitate easily. Is it that way still? What a mess. What a mess. Yes, that was the problem with Voices of Vardenfell. I started the game in Seidonin. And in the beginning, every time you go to Ariel, you would get his full greeting, and Ariel has a very, a very, very long greeting.
Make it quick.
But you're not the people I want to talk to, so let's go that way. There she is. I'm going to quick save. I don't think she'll attack me for no reason. That'd be crazy. What are you here for? Sorry, I started reading and I was thinking at the same time. Oh no, I haven't installed my mod that voices her. And then I just got stuck and made the worst delivery for the line ever. Not intentional. Venom, welcome on in. Morrowind Remastered, I don't think it's going to happen. And if it did happen, I'm not sure I would want to see it. Like, if they remaster it the same way they've remastered Oblivion, I don't need Morrowind to be prettier. So I don't think I would like it. Earlier on, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. We were talking about Skywind, if it will ever come out. I think it will. I'm really optimistic. And then that I would be happy to play. Even though I'm quite sure I would go back to Oldwind because it's home. We'll see. It's a funny sort of house with all those glowing blue crystals all over it. Did I ever tell you about when I was a little girl? I always liked going to the house. That's where everyone keeps their toys. Are you listening to me? You'd better be. Yes, that's better. No need to do that. I'd offer you something, but I'm all out of Kwama eggs. You know what? No. Name me Hortator. It's a steel box, of course. You keep things like bitter green roots in it. Keep them fresh with a nice little netch blood. Or is that Hormidor? Yes, or spiders in a box. Spider eggs. Keep them fresh with netch blood. You wouldn't have any with you, hey? Spider eggs? Nice fresh one? So go ahead, show me the Hortador. Hormidor? You got it with you? Always happy to get some fresh spider eggs. Or spiders? When I was much younger, we grew our own spiders. In Hormidors, big ones. Needed them big for the spiders. What? Spiders? You listening? Spiders. That's what I said. Big ones. So you need a big Hortator. Ours was steel with silver plating. Kyo Joe used to polish it. Cute little kitty. Had it since I was a bitsy kitty. Gone now, of course. Drop dead. They get old and you have to get new ones. Never quite as gold as the old ones, of course, but what can you do? Oh, there you are, Midnabi. What was your name again? Are you listening to me? All right, let's tell our story, I think. It's about time. You want the Daggerthwave karaoke? I'll play it. I'll play it when we are traveling and I'm not speaking over it. I want to be confirmed as Hortador. Who wants to talk about Hormidors? That's boring. It's so boring here with no one to talk to. Except Tilami Heraldo, and Manostadaris, and Moldroni Rendas, and what's his name? Balstadris. And all they talk about is themselves. It's so dreary. If only they'd do something smart or surprising or funny or something to do with spiders. But no, just... Amuse her, then quickly ask to be named Hortator. Yes. Goodness, where did you learn how to do that? Can you do it again? Oh, very pretty. Do it again. Oh, please, please. Oh, certainly. I have a Hormador around here somewhere. If you'll... Oh, you want to be Hortator? Certainly. Go right ahead. After you do that thing again. That's amazing. Oh, goody, goody. Right. So, I am now the Telvanni Hortator. That's it? I don't have to go and talk to the other counselors? That's so nice. That's so nice. I am a Hortator. Which means that the last thing I need to do is the Ahimsa quest in Aldredania. And when I tried that a while ago, I died. I couldn't do it. Even with Julan, I couldn't do it. Now with Mousy, who's a super tank, and Avni, maybe I could. Maybe I could. I have to sing along. I'm gonna play it now, but I can't sing along because I don't hear it. I don't hear Danaibot. I know, it's unfair. You have to listen to Danaibot and I
Why
don't.
don't you hear Danaibot?
Because Danaibot has its own audio channel and I don't hear it.
So OBS to monitor the audio channel you want.
But do I want to?
Well, if you want to sing along or something.
I definitely do. Do you want me to sing? Control via OBS, use custom frame.
I think it would be in like advanced audio settings or something. Or
I was just in properties, advanced audio properties.
and then you wanna monitor on for Dana over you do have it.
I do have it.
Then why don't you hear it?
Maybe because it's not loud enough. At any rate, let me play the karaoke. While that happens, I'm gonna go to the shop and sell things so we can take the next boat and go to Dagenfell. Reward that Ghost Wave karaoke. Actually, I can hear it. Really not loud at all. Barely. Just enough to know when it finishes.
Of the moon and star, come to me through fire and war. Oh,
Love the hat.
come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart. Look upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy. Oh, come and look upon the heart. Look upon the heart. Oh, I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating
I'll see.
innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. Well, the moon and star, come to me through fire and war. Oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart. Look upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy. Oh, come and look upon the heart. Look upon the heart. kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god.
Yay! The prettiest face.
I'm a god. I'm a god. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. There is no escape. Oh, I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Nerevar. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. God. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god.
Oh, I'm not sure that's enough to take the boat. I don't have the money. Oh, it's over. The karaoke is something that Audel coded for me. Back in the days when he was working on Danabot.
Good old days.
Yeah, good old days, right? Long gone are the days where Danabot got updates.
Legend has it they will return one day.
They will?
Yeah.
I hope so. Yes, the game is a bit laggy. It is. There's no more to say on the topic. It's true. I need to make enough money to buy a boat ride out of here. Someone's been cooking. 3:15. Will that get me a ticket for Dagonfell? It's a long way from here, so it's probably quite expensive. And I have a few companions with me as well. Hello. Dagonfell, please? You do not know how to get me to Dagonfell. It's alright. It's alright. I got my magicka back, so maybe... Or maybe not. I'm also hungry, which is not a problem because we have bread. And I think I am just going to... I think I would need to rest to get my magicka back on shore. Yes, no, we're good. We'll see how long it takes, but technically I will be able to teleport to Tel Mora. It's just gonna be a matter of patience.